All right, I'm here again with Rebecca Price. We all have met you from Cole's interview,
Hi, everyone.
except I'm going to be doing more of her position as the assistant director here in Middleton instead of your role as at the Princeton Club. So, Rebecca, how long have you been the assistant director for recreation here in Middleton?
I've been here for 2 months, so
Wow.
not very long at all.
Wow.
But prior to this, I was somewhere else for 10 years.
And where was that again?
City of Sun Prairie.
So how did you decide to apply for this job, or how did it come to you?
That's a good question, because I think all of my fitness friends, Cole included, would wonder why I'm over here again as well. Positions like this don't come along very often, and it was a conversation I had with Tracy as well as to I miss the recreation aspect of things and being able to plan and interact in that level. So it was posted. I know the person that had the previous position didn't expect to get the job. Here I am.
Wow.
So things
cool.
work in weird ways.
Are you enjoying it?
It's definitely been a challenge.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we'll get to talk a little bit more about that.
All right. So what do you do at work on a typical day?
A typical day. If you think you're going to come in and have the same thing every single day, no, definitely not how it works. But as the role for the assistant director, the position is written that it would oversee our Hubbard Activity Center, which is a place in which we do fine art classes, a little bit of dance, so foreign language, art classes, dance, taekwondo, I mean, you name it. It's more of a fine arts center, so I oversee that. I oversee the youth center here in Middleton. I oversee the Walter Bauman Aquatic Center, which is an outdoor aquatic facility. And then I'm responsible for all recreation programs and overseeing our office staff. So on a daily basis, you name it, I probably see it. Like today I'm dealing with fraudulent credit cards. I'm dealing with some issues over at one of our buildings. I have to get the program guide off to print in the next 2 weeks, so trying to talk to all the instructors and set up what our next round of activities is going to be. So a little bit of everything.
Okay. So you're here at the office Monday through Friday?
Well, we would have standard office hours Monday through Friday. However, as you know, in the recreation world, we have evening programs. We have a huge volleyball league here in Middleton, women and co-ed leagues, 47 teams that play Monday through Thursday. So I've been running around for volleyball. They all play in the evenings. Most of our classes take place after school, just preschool stuff during the day. So yes, there's evenings, there's weekends, and then regular office hours.
Yeah, I think that's expected in the recreational field. I mean, a lot of the stuff happens on the weekends and nights because that's when people aren't working. So
absolutely.
So can you describe the work environment here?
The work environment. So it's an interesting piece, just being that this position oversees so many things, and pretty much nothing is housed here at this physical environment. So I have to be able to get myself to school buildings, other places. Besides this department includes public lands, which is a different approach. A lot of people think parks. Middleton is known for its public lands. So the amount of conservancy lands it has a forest. Yes, it does have parks. It has trails that are highly used. And so there's a real emphasis on the public lands piece of it. And then we have a full-time city forester, which most places don't have either. And then with emerald ash borer and a variety of other things, Dutch elm disease, he stays pretty busy with that. We have 2 crews, a public lands crew, like a park side of the house, and then we have a crew dedicated just to our conservancy lands. So a lot on that aspect of it as well. So pretty diverse crew, but a lot of us aren't here. We're all over at different locations.
Moving around a lot. And what would you say are the biggest challenges you face in your job?
Well, I think the challenge that we all face is that recreation, it is something we all do. We all do it. And if you really break down the word, it's about recreating, it's recreating ourselves. We all do it. However, when you look at the big aspect of it, people automatically, what's most important? Fire, police, streets to get us places, but somebody didn't take care of the parks, we couldn't have our children's soccer league. We wouldn't have that opportunity to recreate. And I think the hardest part is really validating our profession and having that money come towards us. You know, we can think of these other things. Oh, we have to put our tax-paying money towards the fire department or towards the police department. We need to have good roads. We need to have good schools. But if we don't have that opportunity to recreate ourselves, we all do it. We might choose some unhealthy ways to do it. We're an integral part of what we do, and I think the hardest part is really validating sometimes what we do and how important it is. It is truly something where people learn lifelong skills. We might save a life because they had a place to go and a place to be involved, and they were able to make better choices as a result of it, or they were able to do the exercises they needed to do to help control maybe some of their chronic conditions. So I think sometimes validating how important we are, and really if you know recreation, it started from a social service aspect of really trying to provide for basic needs. So I think that is honestly the hardest part, because people ask me all the time, what do you do in the winter?
Yeah.
I do a lot of stuff in the winter. I do a lot of stuff all year round, and just validating that.
Yeah.
I think that is truly the hardest, because the public works department or the engineering department or our general public will come in for something, and then it's like, oh yeah, you run the basketball league, you do that. Yeah. But just that for me is the hardest part.
Well, that was well said. What do you like about this job that's different from your other job as at the Princeton Club?
This job definitely is obviously a lot. There's just a wider range of things. Princeton Club, I'm fitness focused. Here, I have the fine arts aspect of it, foreign language classes, engineering for kids classes. I do still get the pool, which, sometimes I can take or leave. And this coming from, this lifelong swimmer, sometimes I'm like, pool's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But what I like about it is just, it's much more diverse in that sense of, why people are coming to use the rec department. Whereas people come to the Princeton Club pretty much for a standard set of things. Here, it's kind of, you get that every day is a different day.
Yeah, kind of what you were talking about before.
Right.
Kind of know at Princeton Club what class you're teaching. Obviously people will come with you with different things each day, but for the general.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Today I have to teach this class. Today I have to do TRX. It's the same group of people that sign up for that class, and you're like, oh, hi guys. Yeah. How's it going? Here, it's not quite like that. Can we stop it for just a sec?
Sure.